Have you ever sat in a boardroom and looked at the desks and look at the board and looking at the company values and felt a strange disconnect? You have hired the best consultant, you have printed the posters that says integrity and innovation, and yet when you walk the floor the culture feels different. There is a silent friction. Employees are cutting corners, meeting start lates, and the spirit you wanted just isn't there. Most CEO think this is a management problem. They think they need better KPIs or a new HR policy. But the truth is much more sobering and much older. The reason your team isn't doing what you are saying is because they are too busy watching what you do. Thousands of years before the first MBA was ever awarded, this exact leadership trap was identified in Bhagavad Gita, and therefore today we are decoding chapter 3, verse 21, the ultimate blueprint for the modern executive. In chapter 3, verse 21, Bhagwan Krishna says to Arjun, and the quote starts, "Whatever action a great man performs, a common man follows, and whatever standards he set for exemplary act, all the world pursues." Let's break down the two key words here that every CEO needs to understand. In the ancient context, it means a superior or a distinguished person. In 2026, therefore, it could be you, the CEO, the founder, the department head. You are the point of reference. Second is the standard or authority, right? Before we proceed further, we would like to speak two words on our sponsor. Let me ask you, are you struggling to find the right solution for your business problems? I would like to introduce HelloGig.com, whose AI engine connects you with top-tier freelancers from your industry only, which helps in designing a better and scalable solution for your business. Whether you are a SaaS startup or an enterprise, HelloGig makes sure that you can focus on your core business. With HelloGig's global freelance network, you can depend upon all your technology needs, be it software development, artificial intelligence, video editing, or even something else. Ready to hire smarter? Scan the QR code given on the screen or click on the link below. Now let's get back to our video. Alright, let's proceed further. Krishna is telling us that the leadership isn't a series of commands, it's a series of standards. You don't create a standard by writing it in an email, you create a standard by living it. So if the Shrestha, the leader, checks their phone during a presentation, the pranam, which is the standard, is just become disrespect. Isn't it okay? Even if your company handbook says otherwise, right? So why does this happen? Why do actions drown out any words, any email from you? Psychology call this mirroring. In a hierarchy, the lower level subconsciously mimic the higher levels for survival and for social cohesion. If the CEO stays late but tells everyone to prioritize work-life balance, the team ignores the word and the mirror the behavior. Why? Because the behavior is, what gets rewarded. Think about your own organization. If you preach transparency but keep your office door locked and your calendar private, your team will hide their mistakes from you as well. If you preach innovation but punish every small failure, your team will play it safe. They will not innovate and they will not even tell you what's going on. You are a giant mirror. Your team is simply a reflection of your own habits, amplified 50 times. Let's look at two examples. Scenario A, the late night CEO. A CEO of a tech startup wants to reduce burnout. He sends an email at 11 p.m. saying, "Don't feel pressure to reply to this tonight." Now what is happening here? Every VP replies within 5 minutes. Why? Because the Shrestha performed an action and the world follows. The standards were set by the timestamp, not by the text. Now let's look at scenario B, accountable leader. Imagine a CEO who makes a public mistake. Instead of blaming the market or the marketing team, they stand up in an all hands meeting and say, I made a bad call. Here is what I learned and here is how I will fix it. By doing that, they've just legalized ownership for the entire company. They didn't tell people to be accountable. They made accountability, which is the pranam, through actions. Which one of these reflects your last week in the office? Do let me know in the comment section below. So how do we apply this Bhagavad Gita's lessons tomorrow morning? There are 3 pillars to becoming a leader worth following. First, which is audit of action. Review your last 5 off-the-cuff actions. How you spoke to the receptionist, how you handled a late report, how you reacted to bad news. Did those actions align with your core values? If not, the values are just ink on the paper. Second, radical consistency. Bhagavad Gita says whatever action he performs, it doesn't say the big action. It says the small ones. Consistency creates the standard. If you want a culture of punctuality, you must be the first person in the room every single time. Third, relentless self-purification. Leadership in Bhagavad Gita is the path of self-mastery. You cannot lead a team to a place you haven't gone yourself. If you want a disciplined team, you must be a disciplined individual yourself. So as we wrap up, remember this, you are always teaching even when you aren't talking. Your employees are not listening to your speeches as much as they are reading your life. When you leave the room, you leave behind a shadow. Is it a shadow of excellence or a shadow of shortcuts? Bhagwan Krishna's message to Arjun was a call to duty. Your duty as a CEO is to be the living embodiment of the culture you want to build. Set the standards, be the Shrestha, and watch your team rise to meet you. Friends, what do you think? If you have any comments about this, do leave those comments in the comment section below. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will catch you again in the next one.